the left comes up with their own agenda when it's convenient to try to get votes. It's not coincidental that every state that allows no IDs to vote, the Democrats won. That's not coincidental. You know, you should be able to have an ID to vote. You have an ID to drive. You have an ID to get on a plane. You have an ID to buy medicine at the store. Dude, you should be able to have some kind of government ID to vote. It's pretty simple. Like, I don't want some person with 18 names from some other country just coming in and voting, and there's 10,000 of them change our election when they don't even, they're not even citizens. They don't even pay the taxes. Like, dude, what the is wrong with you people? Are the Dems to the left that scared that they're like, we have to have like that's why the border's open. So it's all about votes, dude. And if not this election, next elect. Like, this is a play, dude. It's wrong. And you guys and us guys are all having to deal with these nimrods up at DC. And both sides sometimes are nimrods. I think the border is out of control, where millions and millions of illegal aliens are here. Not all of them are bad people. Shit, most of them aren't even bad people, but they shouldn't be here legally. And it's taking up other resources. You're seeing cities going broke and being in trouble from it. You're seeing people, you know, everyday people that live here that have to support their family. You know, they didn't come from another country. They're here. And they're losing jobs. Like, this is a serious issue. And then you've got the, you know, people committing crimes. Nobody knows the they are. It's a show. Why do you have to take from somebody else to be better? Makes no sense to me. Just put in more work. Put in more effort. Right? Work on you. Do the right things. Help. Like, this always comes around, dude. It always comes around. Listen, I forgive, but I don't forget. My number's still the same when I was on top, when I'm on the bottom, and when I'm back on top. My number's still the same. So you can't be like, oh, I didn't want to call you in the bottom. Don't call me when I'm on top then. Like, keep that down. There's no reason to communicate. There's just zero reason to communicate then. I have this complex that, you know, every time I'd have success, I'd feel like maybe I don't deserve it because my brother's just going to like ruin it, right? He's going to be like, oh, you this, and it's going to put bad blood between me and him. Or I would be embarrassed that I have so much of my parents never had that before. Like, I remember when I bought my house in Michigan, right? It was our dream house. I was scared for my parents to come see it. I was scared for them to look up how much I paid for it because my dad would just be, why'd you build a house? Like, you know, it'd just be stuff. And then my brother, oh, you own a house like that must be nice. Like, I mean, I was seeing a therapist, you know, because I had my own problems going on in life. And a therapist would be like, you're not supposed to feel that way. Like, you're allowed to be successful and happy for yourself. Like, you should not feel that way. I grew up with this mentality where every time I was successful, my brother felt like that was his demise, right? My success was his failure, and his failure was my success. He was very competitive, like Abel King competitive. Where I wasn't, I wanted him to succeed. Could have been whatever he wanted, and I would have just supported him and loved him the same. It wouldn't have bothered me. And everyone's like, no, you don't know how you'd feel. You'd never been in that position. Even my old man says that to me. I says, that's bullshit. I'm just not built that way. I'm around uber successful people. When you're around people like that are uber successful, you don't go, oh, I'm like, holy like, I'm so proud of this guy. And it's like, this is amazing and it's inspiring. And I love to see success. I don't want people to lose. I want people to win. So my man, well, you don't have to brother. I'm like, dude, I have close friends. When they're successful, I'm happy for them. Like, I don't have a jealous bone like that in my body where I'm mad at somebody or I hate on somebody if they're better than me. I might be like, all right, I'm competitive. I want to be better, but I'm not going to bring them down to be better. I'm going to focus on me being better. Life is a war. Business is a war, right? You're trying to survive these obstacles, these struggles, marketing, sales, installate, like you're going to deal with issues, right? Competition, haters, people out to destroy. That's how business is. That's how life is. Everything can be, to me, turned into somewhat of a war. And so I approach it that way. Those on the battlefield with me on my team matter because I have their back all the way through. I'm voting for Trump. I'm on the right side. I'm right center. I'm not all the way right like some of these idiots. I'm right center. But I vote for Trump because he's a better pick. Do I think he's an idiot sometimes? Yeah, I do. I think he runs his mouth and gets in the weed and says he shouldn't. But I think when it comes to doing the job, he does the job way better than the other guy. The other guy's full of and doesn't even know what the happening. He can't even speak. We talked about this. Like, the guy's all over the map. Think about all the money we waste on campaigning and TV commercials, pushing the other people down, bringing them down and throwing shots. Hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars that could go into fixing the border, that can go into healthcare, that can go into education and paying better teachers because our teacher school system sucks. Nope, we choose to feed these egos. It's just crazy to me what happens where these people can be bought by lobbyists. It's nuts, dude. You want to help fix this? Get rid of lobbyists completely. Completely. Now, I know that's scary for these big businesses that are pushing their thing. Secondly, find a way where these aren't allowed, no matter what, to make more money than what they're making. Every one of these is making more money. And third, show their record every time. Like, have a non-biased, not like a factual thing when you're voting, what they have voted on the last 10, 15 things that affected my city or my state or my country. These are the things he voted on, and these are the things he voted on. What do you want? Like, and they help make people make decision. Make a difference in the world. Somebody fight for the rights of all people. Make a change. Make sure you register to vote and vote the right way. Bam! You need to challenge yourself to be a root person. To the people around you that you love, you need to be able to do things for them, be better for them, support them, uplift them, pick them up when they've fallen down, help them out when they've got anxiety, help them out when they're insecure. Do all the things you need to do that and be there for them, because that's going to go a long way, and you're their root person. And I guarantee in return, in most cases, they'll be your root person. And you need a handful of root people. I call it the real friends, right? The first one are just the haters, the coattail draggers, the whiners, those are the leaf people. The branch are all these acquaintances that pretend to be your friends when it's convenient, and they do some stuff for you. But really, they don't give a about you. They care about themselves. They're opportunists. And 3, with the root people, those are your loyal friends. Those are the ones we pulled up here. And guess what? These people are trying to with us. We're a group. Let's burn the boats. We don't give a shit. We're in this together. Let's destroy and demolish and take over. So that's what I look for in a relationship and a friendship. Are you there for me no matter what? And am I there for you no matter what? That's how you should judge me as your friend, and that's how I should judge you as my friend. 3 kinds of people in this life. And first is the leaf people. And the leaf people are usually here for a season. They are here until it gets hard, until it gets cold, until the wind blows really hard. And the problem with the leaf people is they leave when it's inconvenient for them. Second group of people are the branch people. And the branch people, although they're a little stronger than the leaves, you have to test them out. Right? Before anything happens, you got to put your weight on them and see if they're going to stay with you. And some may stay for a few reasons, but usually, in most cases, they'll break away when life gets tough. The final group is the root people. And the root people are very important because they don't do things to be seen. Their only wish is to support you and to help you live a strong and healthy life. They will love you just the way you are. And those are the root people. That's usually like your spouse, your best friend, no matter what, the person you want next to you when a war happens. They're loyal no matter what. They've got your back no matter what. They're there to uplift you no matter what, love you the way they are, and they don't need anything in return. Leaf people need in return all the time. Branch people need stuff in return sometimes. Root people, they don't ever need anything. They do things because they care about you and they love you. They do things because they value the relationship. And you've got to be able to navigate through those 3 versions of people. I'm nice to people, but I ain't looking for more friends. I know who my real friends are, and that circle stays small, and I want them to be successful with me. And I know that if I get back to the mountaintop, which I will, it's not if, it's when I get back to the mountaintop, I'm going to be better than I was before to some of those people. I'm not going to be too busy for them, too good for them, too short with them. When you get to a point in your life and you're accelerating in life and you're doing well in life, a lot more people are clawing at your time and energy. And so your ability to be there and to listen and to be a true friend to certain people, I've got this much, has shrank, and they don't get a lot. And so they see that and they're like, hey, he's acts like he's too good now. And I did act like I was too good for people. And to those people, I'm sorry. Imagine getting bitten by a snake. And instead of helping yourself recover from the poison, you chase the snake and try to find out why it bit you. You try to prove to the snake that you didn't deserve to get bitten. This has nothing to do with the snake. You wasted your time trying to find out why rather than dealing with the poison. How many times in life do we sit there and have something happen to us and we waste all this energy and all this time on the why? Why is this person treating me this way? Why did I get rejected? Why did I lose the game? Why did I throw an interception? Why did this person choose not to be with me? The problem, and I bring up the snake poison, is because people spend too much time doing that. It starts to create insanity. You start to go days, weeks, months, maybe years asking yourself, why? I've got news for you. Spend very, very little time on the why. Pretend that it was a snake that bit you and you've got poison. Spend more time on what are you going to do to fix it? How are you going to heal? How are you going to be better? But it's happened with every civilization, dude. Every one of them. Like, people get mad when I say this. I love Jesus and I'm a born again Christian and I pray and I believe in God and I believe in Jesus. I do. But when I say alien, like Jesus was an alien, I'm not saying Jesus was this. I'm saying Jesus is an angel of God, the Son of God that came down. Therefore, he's an extraterrestrial. He's not of this world. He was put to come out of this world, but he's not of this world. And he had powers. So did these other powerful beings that came down throughout our history, civilization of humanity. My opinion. That doesn't mean I love God less or believe anything else. I believe it. But to me, that seems more legit than explain all this stuff to me. You're only telling me you could talk about from when Jesus was here, right before then. What about all the other things? And they can't talk about that.
Can't.
So you know when people just go missing, like, and they're never found?
Yeah.
They're actually pulled up. And aliens like Zog and Zara here are sent down. It's an exchange program. That's what happens. You never find poor Jimmy disappeared. He's not coming back. You know, two that gave themselves to give me these guys. Sorry, but not sorry. Thank you. It was a blessing. I love these two aliens, right? But they don't identify as any gender. They're just alien. The way that they're able to produce is they use their hands like this, and they just kind of like do that for like a minute, and
that's
it's
not
weird.
very fun.
It's amazing. It's not. It's
you think
definitely
it feels
not
the same?
I didn't ask because they don't have any genitals. I mean, literally, there's no genitals on the alien. It's literally it's flat. So I don't think they get that feeling. It probably feels amazing. I'll have to ask them.
It'd be a weird feeling through the hand, but I guess normal.
The hand has a little tickler in it, right? It just tickles real fast, and I think it gets closer and it starts tickling even faster and stuff, and maybe your ears start burning. I don't know. I'll have to ask. It sounds pretty good though.
Just a minute.
But you know, the theory is what Zara's brought up to me a few times is she has brought up that she is us in the future. And it's come back. And because they look like that, that's what their skin's supposed to look like to handle nuclear warfare. I only have so much space in my brain. I give my family and my friends, the people I love and care about, the most space in my brain. I give my business the next space. And then those that pay me get what's left. If you're not paying me, you're not my family, you're not my friend, and you're not in my business, you get zero rent in my brain. I'm not giving you free rent in my brain. So you can call me whatever name, talk all the you want, all the haters. I don't even think about it. I don't know who you are and I don't give a shit. That's the mentality that I try to tell my kids. We need to have that in life, because the more that we care about what we do in life and the less we care about what everybody else says and does in life, the further we'll be in life. When we start worried about what everything else is going on, you're not growing. Me saying libtard is inappropriate. This is Unleashed. I don't give a Please cancel me. Please cancel me. Please cancel. They can't. You can only be canceled if you want to be canceled. If it offends you, then you are weak, because if you allow a word to offend you, you're weak. You know what would help change all this? Because everybody's like, I'm half this and I'm half that, or I'm 100% that. No, you ain't. If our DNA could sit on our shoulder and show everything we are while we're walking around, you wouldn't have a lot of problems. Because that bigot son of a bitch all of a sudden has stuff he doesn't like in there, and you'd be like, hey, you 20% this, you didn't know. And then all these other people like, I'm 100% that. Nah, you actually 13% that.
Right.
It would change everything, because then we would realize, oh my God, we're all related somehow.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Going between classes again, and the kid hits him in the back of the head. Christian goes, dude, what the hell? And the kid's like, in his face. Christian's like, dude, get out of my face. Like, I don't know you. What is your deal? He's like, you white boy, you white bitch, just talking shit. Christian's like, dude, get the fuck out of my face. And the kid pushes Christian. All this is on film, by the way. I got to see it. The kid pushes Christian, and Christian pushes him back, and the kid punches Christian in the face like this. And then after the kid punches Christian in the face, the kid like turns like this, not around, turns like this, like he's going to walk away. Christian drops his bag and like a bat out of hell throws this right cross that hits this kid, comes boom right there, and the kid spins. I mean, a haymaker. The kid spins around, hits the wall, falls down. Christian gets on top of him. Boom, 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 boom. Plummeted him like 8 punches in the face. Picks him up, slams him into the fence. And then the kid's crying and a little bit of blood on his face saying, please stop, and runs away. Christian grabs his bag. You can hear him tell his buddy, did you see me kick that kid's ass? Libtards are real, dude. Like, you may not say that they're real. They're like They're like sheep. They're like bah with no personality, and they just vote left. They vote for a old man can't even say a sentence, and it's full of like it just makes no sense to me.
Don't you feel like it's shifting a little bit though? Like after this last.
Here's what I feel like. Black lives will matter again in about 9 months, which is sad because they should have mattered this whole time. But now the libtards are going to pull out, hey, guys, let's go. Black lives matter. Let's march. And that's sad because they should have mattered this whole time. And I ask all my black friends, hey, man, Black lives matter, right? Yeah. How come they ain't mattered the last 3 years? I know. I guarantee they matter come election time. We're leaving the school. In comes this other family. It's a mom. It's a dad. It's a kid Christian's age, it's a kid younger, and it's a kid in a stroller. And out of the mom's words go, is that little white right there? I said, excuse me? And the dad goes, you, you want to hit my son from behind? And I said, first of all, my son didn't hit your son from behind. Go watch the videotape. He's like, you, I'll whip your ass. And he's getting in my face. And then the mom starts saying, I fight kids. I fight kids. And she's like getting loud. My wife's like, you're a racist. Go take care of your kids. And lady's like, you. And she's yelling at my son, I fight kids. And I'm opening the door and the cop comes out and I'm like, you need to stop this trying to fight my kid. And he's over there trying to hold her. And she's like, I fight kids. I fight kids. You. My Christian's like trying to back up to the car. He was just in shock and awe. Like, I can't believe this 250-pound lady was trying to fight me. That's what he kept saying. Like, this is crazy. She was a big lady.
Yeah. I see how you threw that in there.
You're worried about what I'm eating? Somebody's got to worry about what the she's eating. Okay. That is big. And the dad's in my face and he's like, I boxed for 8 years, motherfucker. I was like, listen, it obviously didn't help your kid. And he ran his mouth like you did. And he got up. You better watch what you say. He's like, you, I deal with people like you. I was like, I'm here, all talk. I'm here, what? Don't talk about it. Be like, I was pissed.
I was your trainer for like 2 years. So yeah, I care about what you put in your body and artificial dyes and colors and sugar highs. Like just, I know what you want. I know what you want, but that's what you're eating right now is not going to get you there.
I know. I want to wear a tank top and I want to have a six pack. I want to lift up my shirt and it's like a skinny snuffleupagus, right? You know, nose just swinging, six pack there. Because right now it's like a round snuffleupagus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw it. It's not too bad. I saw you do your cold plunge the other day, and it.
All right. So where do I rank on what I used to look like compared to now? Same, better, a little worse. What's the deal?
I think. Well, I know we had your weight lower than it is now. What are you? If we had you at 209 was the lowest. I know that.
I'm at 229.
Okay, so we had you 20 pounds less.
But I am a little bigger up top.
I think that helps the look. Been lifting some weights. Yeah, as long as your chest is bigger than your belly, right? Just have the chest bigger than the belly.
You gotta have the dick bigger than the belly, and you gotta have the chest bigger than the belly. Because once the other one goes the other way, you're done. Am I right?
That's right. That's right.
Because the belly's too big, you can't see your dick. That's a problem. You got to get mirrors and shit. You're like, honey, does it look okay? Like, that's a problem.
Yeah, hopefully we never have to go there.
And I hate to be that way because I'm not one. I have liberal friends, but as long as you're not vomiting that shit on me and forcing it down my throat, we're good. I ain't gonna vomit my shit. We're good.
But sometimes when you get called a libtard, like it can throw people off a little bit.
Libtard isn't retard. And I have an uncle who's retarded, so I can say what the I want. He's genuinely retarded. He has brain damage. It's a fact. I just said it because he has it. I'm allowed to say it. Google that.
Special needs or handicapped are better words than.
You know, when I was in teenagers, dude, everyone called me a retard. Fucking teacher would be like, "Are you retarded? Like, is that normal?" Now it's like, "Oh my God, you've offended me." How about the people marching with wieners and vaginas on their head? Doesn't that offend people? What about these illegal aliens coming across the border doing shit? Does that not offend people? I mean, it offends the out of me.